Dark Matter News. I'm Leo Ashcraft. The first rainfall to wash over Tianjin since a series of blasts struck a warehouse in the Binhua district last week has sparked a new wave of concern as an unidentified white foam has appeared on the city streets. And as the South China Morning Post reports, some have claimed that the rain had burned their skin and lips, which would be consistent with the text message purported to have emanated from the American embassy, which, by the way, immediately denied its authenticity, advising workers to avoid all contact between their skin and the rain. As the rain progressed, an unusual white foam emerged on roads near the blast site. A journalist reported feeling burns on the lips and arms after being exposed to the rain. As for the official explanation for why the streets in Tianjin are now running white and what might very well be an extremely toxic cyanide-laced foam, Tianjin's Environmental Monitoring Center says it's a normal phenomenon when rain falls and similar things have occurred before. And if that explanation wasn't enough for you, consider this. There's been a massive fish die-off some 6 kilometers away from the blast site. A separate investigation is underway, but the government says no cyanide was detected in sample water. But clearly after the massive blast in Tianjin, something is causing the white foam on the streets, burning of the skin, and massive quantities of fish dying in the sea. You know, we could use your news tips, strange stories of paranormal or weird news. Send it to us on our tip line at darkmatternews.com. Well, by now you've heard the commercials for Alongside Night, but I wanted to tell you that I have personally watched this movie, and I absolutely love it. I don't normally personally endorse a product, but Alongside Night hits home with me on so many things that concern and affect me personally. It exposes the truths, the lies, and problems in our government. But it goes further. It offers solutions and hope, something we can all use right about now. Watch Alongside Night for entertainment, watch it for education, but most importantly, watch it for the future of America.
The 3-disc Blu-ray DVD combo pack of Alongside Night is on sale for $16.95, including shipping and handling. You can buy it online right now at area51movies.com. or after 9:30 a.m. Eastern, phone 800-527-2375. Again, buy online now at area51movies.com or after 9:30 a.m. Eastern at 800-527-2375.
Inspired partially by science fiction, NASA scientists are seriously considering space elevators as a mass transit system for the next century. Does this sound like a sci-fi channel or a chapter out of Arthur C. Clarke's Fountains of Paradise? Well, it is a real possibility. A space elevator that researchers are considering as a far-out space transportation system for the next century. David Smitherman of NASA's Marshall's Advanced Projects Office has compiled plans for such an elevator that could turn science fiction into reality. His publication, Space Elevators and Advanced Earth-Space Infrastructure to the New Millennium, is based on findings from a space infrastructure conference held at the Marshall Space Flight Center. The workshop included scientists and engineers from government and industry representing various fields such as structures, space tethers, materials, and Earth-space environments. A space elevator is essentially a long cable extending from our planet's surface into space with its center of mass at a geostationary Earth orbit, 35,786 kilometers in altitude. Electromagnetic vehicles traveling along the cable could serve as a mass transportation system for moving people, payloads, and power between Earth and space. The current plans call for a base tower approximately 50 kilometers tall. The cable would be tethered to the top. To keep the cable structure from tumbling to Earth, it would be attached to a large counterbalance mass beyond geostationary orbit. Perhaps an asteroid moved into place for that purpose. 4 to 6 elevator tracks would extend up the sides of the tower in cable structure going to platforms at different levels. These tracks would allow electromagnetic vehicles to travel at speeds reaching thousands of kilometers per hour. During a speech he once gave, someone in the audience asked Arthur C. Clarke when the space elevator would become a reality. Clarke answered, probably about 50 years after everybody quits laughing. He's got a point. Once you stop dismissing something as unattainable, then you start working on its development. Now, considering this article on science.nasa.gov was written some 16 years ago, I guess the laughing has not stopped yet. But when it does, this is going to be an exciting development. I'm Leo Ashcraft for Dark Matter News.